We're Trent Allie, and our goal has always been to get the house dried in before winter. Well, that didn't happen. Oh my goodness!
That's literally a blizzard.
Frank, are you having fun? But after many delays,
we're out of concrete,
setbacks,
and this window's cracked,
and complications. No! The day we've been waiting for is finally here.
We're officially dried in!
Oh my goodness! Subscribe and come along today as we get one step closer.
I hate doors.
To making this house.
Don't know what that was.
Whoa, are there animals in here? Our home.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, Frank, my dear.
What an insane day. We are just crushing to try to get as much done as possible before real winter gets here. In the meantime, it's been really difficult to eat healthy because we're really hungry and we're really tired at the end of the day. Luckily, Green Chef has solved all of our problems. Today's video is sponsored by Green Chef. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable, with plans to fit every kind of lifestyle, including vegan, keto, vegetarian, and paleo. The package we just got comes with 3 different meals, and tonight, I think we're gonna make the roasted curry pork chops. They use high quality, clean ingredients you can trust that are seasonally sourced for peak freshness, and their recipes are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, tips, and photos to guide your cooking. All right, now love.
Dude, this looks incredible.
Doesn't it?
Are you a chef?
I am a Green Chef.
Green Chef actually makes it super easy, as you guys saw. Allie just whipped this up. There's no guesswork, there's no headache, there's no shopping. Shows up right at your door. You make a delicious meal. What's not to love? So if you guys are interested in having a ready-to-be-made delicious meal delivered to your door by Green Chef, I highly recommend giving them a try. You can click the link in our description, or you can go to greenchef.us/TrentandAllie80. You got to use code TrentandAllie80 to get $80 off and free shipping on your first box. Thanks again to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna munch down now, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Now my morning can begin.
Because this is kind of a new technique that we've been using where we set the coffee maker the night before, I'm still not really used to it, and so he sets it to go off about 20 or 30 minutes before we wake up. So you're in that like about to wake up dream state, and every single morning I think that Frank or someone is peeing in Terry and that there's a big disaster happening that I need to get up and fix, and it's just the coffee every morning. What are you doing? The day is finally here.
Which day?
They're picking up the man lift today.
Oh, I know. We gotta say goodbye to our orange stallion. All right, so like we just said, they are actually taking the man lift and they're gonna be taking it away today, so no more man lift. But today we're actually placing the order, not for our roof, because we were gonna place the order for our roof and they told us that the roofing materials wouldn't be ready for like 2 months. So we were like, okay, that's probably gonna have to wait until spring. So now we're actually shifting our focus to the deck. We're gonna order everything for our deck. Everything should be to BMC by Monday. Probably by the end of next week, we should have the deck built. Now, every time we say something's gonna be easy or quick, it usually isn't, but I have faith that we can get the deck built in a relatively quick amount of time. Kevin said we could do it in a day.
Kevin's also Superman.
Yeah, Kevin can do anything in a day.
Yeah. So a question that we've been getting a lot is, What are these whoopee cushion, and some people have been calling them colostomy bags that are attached to the windows? Now, Alpine windows are made in Colorado, and they're made at a pretty high elevation. So with high elevation, you have differences in atmospheric pressure. So when the windows are manufactured, they actually install these bladders, and these bladders are connected to inside the triple glazed windows, and it actually allows the gases to expand or contract in relation to the different elevations that the windows are shipped to. Once you get it to your job site and it's been there for a few days, or it's been to its seasonal average, is kind of the temperature you want to do this at, you crimp this wire, you seal the end, and then you cut the bags off, and then the wires tuck back inside the weather stripping. It's actually a really, really cool thing. But we never explained that, so everybody that's looking at our windows is like, what are these giant bags? That's what the bags are.
I just can't get over how cute it is in here.
Another thing that you guys haven't seen yet since we stopped filming last.
Oh, look at this.
Ta-da!
Wow.
There's like 2 stairs that have to go down here that aren't there yet, but this whole stringer is done. Frank,
What do you think?
you've never been in the basement. What's going on down here? So I brought you guys down here to show you what Allie's task for the day is going to be. Brandon and I are going to be on the back of the house, finishing, taping all of the seams and gooping all the holes. Allie is going to be organizing and cleaning the basement out.
It is a disaster. It's just covered in sawdust and paper and scrap wood and tools. I knew it would need to get cleaned out eventually. And today, unfortunately, is that day. This is kind of the theme whenever we get started in the mornings is hurry up, get to the job site, get in the house, turn the candle on, and then let's just stand around and talk about everything that has to be done for at least 20 minutes.
Equivalent to a safety meeting.
It's a safety meeting.
This is construction.
All right, first things first.
Yeah, go get the keys to the truck and unlock it and bring us the zip tape
Okay.
and the shims.
Safety meeting over.
All right, ready, break.
So this is actually flashing tape, and this green stuff is actually a waterproof and airtight membrane that goes on the outside of your wall sheathing. So generally with traditional wall framing, you would just put up like some OSB or some plywood, and then you would put Tyvek, which is just like sheets of waterproof plastic, and you layer them on top of each other. So if water goes through your siding, it just drains down to the ground. But the problem is that when you layer those, air can still get in and out. Moisture and moist air and humidity can actually cause things to rot and cause all kinds of problems. So the zip system makes it really easy for you to have an airtight envelope. So it looks like we're taping this thing up like a Christmas present, and that's because in between every sheet there's a seam, and air or moisture can get in there. So you tape it up with this tape. You roll it with these rollers, which makes it adhere really, really well. And the next thing that you get to do is you get to take this frosting gun, and every single place in the exterior of the building where you put a nail, you come and put a little bit of this liquid flash on top of the nail, because all those nails are gonna cause permeations in the building envelope, which allows air to go through. And then your buddy comes along and he takes a spatula and he goes ahead and smooths all those out. And then our exterior insulation is gonna go on top of that. But this is to make an airtight house. And then we're gonna have a good ventilation system. We're gonna be able to control the air quality inside the house, and we're gonna retain like 95% of the heat that we generate in the house.
The question for me then is this not the most tedious part of building so far?
It's not as bad as Webster.
These guys are gonna get to work taping and gooping. I'm gonna get to work cleaning. Oh, is that your spot? We got this free couch that someone was throwing away, and we thought, oh, let's just have some temporary seating in the house. Frank has just immediately claimed one corner as his spot in the house. He can look out the front window. It's in the sun. He's kind of like a cat dog. I don't know if you guys remember that show from the 90s, but that's Frank, and he just wants to lay in the sun in the afternoons. This is exactly where he's gonna do it. Excuse me? You remember that TV show?
I said cat dog. How old are you, lady?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. I don't, because I was poor and I didn't have cable.
I didn't either. I didn't have cable growing up, so whenever I went to friends' houses, all I wanted to do was watch TV and like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and all those things that I couldn't access at my own house. It's the only reason I know cat dog. One of my faves.
Head underwater, falling back into you. I thought we'd be smarter, I got nothing left to lose. You said you fall with me, no matter how far it goes. Down deep and under, we're stuck in this pattern, but I need you close. All I ever wanted was for you to.
You want my advice?
I would say no to that.
No to my advice?
Yeah.
You're angry?
I'm angry about this.
Well, I guess you could use the snow shovel. You want to use the snow shovel? Throw it outside.
Babe, I got this.
Alright,
I appreciate the advice. Go back to Goopland.
Thanks. Go back and goop.
Frank, go get him. I probably should be wearing a mask. I'm very hot, even though the basement is absolutely freezing, so I can't feel my toes, but I'm sweating. It's a really weird combination. And I don't even think I'm a quarter of the way done.
Again and again, I could never let you go. Something about you feels so different, makes me wanna risk it. Every time I look at you, you pull me back into your river. Swim a little deeper, I don't need to breathe.
Hey!
Holy cow!
Look at this!
Wow!
You've done this before.
I hate this. What is this for?
No idea.
Oh, really? They're long
Kevin
pieces.
ordered it for his own project, probably. Just waiting until we're done. He's gonna take it home.
You guys, look what I found while I was cleaning though. This is the original pack
Hey!
from like months and months ago. From August,
The ones that
probably.
got wet.
Yeah, the ones that got wet.
It's really crazy because yeah, it feels like a long time, but it's like 10 weeks. We've done a lot.
Yeah, we really have.
And 10 weeks ago, we were literally sitting in just a concrete tub with nothing above it, and just a stack of lumber in the neighbor's front yard. It's come a long way.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder.
So everything in the sunroom has now been gooped and taped, and we're throwing thermal buck on here. And by the end of the day, there's a possibility we could have a real door here instead of our makeshift plastic door.
It looks like a tribal war paint or something.
Yeah, we're ready for battle.
I know I let you down. I made the same mistake. I am the worrying kind, resting my life away. Be here still remain.
This is orange, Brandon.
That's yellow.
That's orange.
That's yellow.
Keep your eyes checked, Allie.
You guys. I don't know
here.
what you're talking
here.
about.
Put it next to my hair.
Well, 20 shades, 50 shades of orange.
Which one's yellow and which one's
It's
orange?
a yellow orange.
Those colors are right next to each other. It's like blue and purple.
No, blue and purple are very distinct.
They are.
They
Yeah,
are,
it
but
makes
they're a
red.
lot closer than blue and brown.
Please help me in the comments. This is orange, not yellow.
Let's do the numbers before we judge. Someday
We've hit a snag. Inevitably, things are always going to go wrong when you're building or doing any type of project. And check this out. This is our last piece of thermal buck. And if you look at it, it looks like this angle is going to match up and we're going to have just barely enough once we cut that angle and install it. Except for it has to go upside down like this. And once we cut this angle over here and this angle this direction, we're literally like 2 inches short. We have more pieces on the way because we have to put thermal buck on that door and thermal buck on this big window right here. And I really don't want to have to piece 2 pieces of this together to do this doorway, but a consolation is that it's probably never gonna rain or snow inside the sunroom. So I guess we can piece it together. It's not a huge deal. Luckily we have this extra piece here. We're gonna have to cut the proper angles on here, join these together. Then we'll be able to install this door. So on Monday, the deck is going to be installed and it's going to go right here across these big cement pillars. So we've got to move our enormous trash pile here. And as you can see, I wouldn't say she's thrilled, but she's getting it done. She's moving all this garbage. She's separating piles of wood and piles of trash. You're the real MVP, babe. Did I mention she's not really happy about it?
Does it look any different? I feel like I've been out here for hours and nothing has changed.
It looks like you're almost done. And it kind of looks like you found a lot of snow.
A lot of snow over here.
It looks like there's a lot of snow right here, but I think it's mostly trash with snow on top of it. You want Frank to come down and help you?
No, there's a lot of loose nails too. Screws
Yeah.
and nails.
We've got to get Frank's feet toughened up. We got to make him start walking on nails.
Not approved. Not my favorite day so far, but a super transformative day nonetheless. I'm not done cleaning in front of the house. There are 2 huge piles of recyclables and scrap wood and stuff to take to the dump. I'm taking a break because I'm just so angry. You know that type of anger where you just like argue with yourself and like get more and more mad? And, like you win the argument, but you just like keep arguing.
That's how I mowed the lawn my whole childhood.
Yeah. And I don't know if you can see, Brandon is disrobing.
It's hot.
It's springtime.
Trent doesn't have the option because he just wears long johns.
I mean, he could take them off.
Ready?
Just have some skinny legs under there. Look at this beautiful door.
We're gonna have to develop some type of air filter sawduster, because once we put this door and the other window on, like all the stuff and all the air in there is like all we're gonna be breathing. We need to have something to filter the air. We're probably gonna die.
You didn't think about this ahead of time?
Of course I did. I'm just now telling you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, I've seen some really creative ideas of people making them, because I think to buy them, they're pretty expensive. Things that you basically just hook it up to a shop vac
Oh,
and it like
circulates and
just
ventilates.
filters out sawdust basically.
We could plug in
but
a
we
couple
need to like do that on top of like vacuuming
every day.
the whole house.
It's my favorite thing.
I know. Allie loves to vacuum, in case you guys didn't. It's like she likes yoga, but she really likes to vacuum.
Just put the door in.
You want it to be perfectly centered in between the lines.
It is.
Well, Brandon seems to think that as long as the bubble stays in between the two lines, that it's perfect. And that is a valid argument, except for there is space in between the lines. So if the bubble's all the way to one side, but still in between the lines, it's probably good enough, but it's not perfect.
He's just trying to keep up with the theme of our build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon's fighting for hair out of square.
When we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes.
And there we go. This is the beginning of setting my second door ever. And hopefully it goes a little bit smoother and quicker than the first.
I don't know how high I'm going.
We're running into some technical difficulties. It turns out the door is
Hate
not
this.
square, but
They sent us a crooked door.
they knew whose house they were sending it to, and they thought, hey, we'll just add on to that hair out of squareness in Trent Allie's house.
We're gonna fix it, don't worry.
All right.
I don't know what to do. The door frame is shaped like a banana. They sent us a banana door. This must be banana wood.
It'll match our banana phone.
Banana phone?
You know that song?
No.
Ring, 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 banana phone. You don't know that song?
No.
Never heard that before.
Is this something that just happened in the Moralia home? Or?
No, it's a kid's song.
Sure it is.
Banana phone. You don't know it?
No, I've never heard that song.
Oh, I'll play it for you sometime.
After we're done with the banana door, maybe. I don't really care. I hate my life.
The year of 2020 in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
2020. Hey, you want to build a house? Do it in 2020. I dare you.
But what's wrong with the deadbolt now? Nothing's lining up.
It's the same thing as the one on the front door. It's probably these stupid installers trying to put this thing in, keep putting it in crooked.
No, it's definitely the guys that made the doors.
Oh, it's not Harry and
It's
Mark.
definitely, it's not us, it's the guys that made the door. I'm with Brandon on this
Level
one.
me.
Grab the deadbolt and the handle and let's see what we're working on.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me what you're working
Grandpa's got moves. The return of the sticky bandits. Harry and Mav.
That's not funny.
But it's pretty accurate.
Allie's a bully. In case you guys didn't know this, I've been bullied my whole life, but nothing as bad as what I received from my wife.
When the morning stands.
I hate doors. This is what happens when you build a house a hair out of square. Everything becomes compounded, and by the time you get to the end, you have a circle of garbage.
It is really just a day full of progress. There's a lot happening. Door number 1. Door number 2. Is it fully functional?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Wow. It's a pretty good looking door. I wanted a glass door and something you could see out of, another big window. And Trent said, no. Insulation, that's what we need. We have all these huge windows. The doors don't need to have windows. What we do need is something thick and durable that will keep it warm on the inside. Holy moly.
Cut the fin off anyways.
Good job. right, we've got the doors in, the windows in. The outside is mostly cleaned. We have a couple big piles of scrap wood we need to get rid of and stuff, but Trent and Brandon are just moving on to the bottom window, the last big window, except for one final window in the sunroom. But if we put this window in today, with both doors on, we'll be fully airtight, fully dried in. It's unbelievable.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? What's it dreaming of? I wonder.
Babe,
How come the sky is so
we're officially dried in!
Oh my goodness, you guys!
I mean, technically, we still gotta do a window and a door in the sunroom, but like, the living space is legit.
That's amazing.
Would you say that we made an insane amount of progress today?
I would say that.
We probably didn't, but I feel like we got a ton done. Not only did we get the sunroom completely taped and gooped and everything, we got the door in, we got the window in.
Officially dried in.
There is still a large gap here and a large gap over there. We're gonna take the window and door foam into the trailer so that it's the proper temperature. And then like Monday, we're gonna come and fill all those cracks. And this puppy's actually gonna be airtight. I'm like literally so excited. Like I was talking about earlier today, 10 weeks ago, this was just a big concrete tub.
Yeah.
And now it's this.
And you'd never done this before.
And it's like just you and me and Brandon.
I know, it's
Kevin
crazy.
helps.
Kevin's
helps.
awesome,
So
yeah.
Kevin has put in some help, and Brian and Sean have
Yeah.
put in some help.
Yeah.
So like I can't credit it all to me and Brandon, but
Yeah, our friends have been awesome.
it's freaking crazy, dude.
It's insane.
Like, it's probably a sketchy idea, and in the next video, I'm gonna get a bed extender and put it on my truck, and we're gonna try and load up all the things necessary to build our deck. And then next week, we're gonna be building a deck.
That'll be our practice run for bringing supplies up here when there's snow and no deliveries possible.
And hopefully Kevin comes and helps us, because I don't know what's going on when it comes to the deck, and I'm kind of worried. Don't know what that was.
Whoa, are there animals in here?
I think it was stuff sliding off the roof, but I'm
Wow.
not quite positive. Sounded like a squirrel
Yeah.
running across our roof. It's like bittersweet to be able to sit and relax on our free couch in a house that we built next to a Christmas tree that we went and got. And Allie mostly decorated, but I hung at least 1 or 2 ornaments.
Yeah.
But I feel like we did get a lot done. And in the next video, we have an incredibly huge astronomical surprise for you guys.
A lot of you have been asking about this. You might be able to guess what it is. Definitely tune in to the next video.
We hope you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure. If you did, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already.
Thank you again to Green Chef for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in our description to check them out.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios!
Have a holly jolly Christmas. And if Frank isn't near. Oh, by jolly, have a holly jolly Christmas, Frank, my dear.